Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here with...
Randy.
It is the 27th.
Yep.
July 27th, 2022. Wednesday afternoon at...
2:04.
2:04. So, we come to you from the house of quarantine because we tested positive for COVID. We had the home test, and Brad hasn't been feeling good, really quite poorly. I mean, and I had been fighting cold-like symptoms, for a while, and so we decided yesterday morning we were going to test, and we did, and it came up that we have it, and called our doctor, and because that's what you're supposed to do, and she said, 10 days and then retest. And, if you're able to handle it at home, that's what you do. So that's what we're doing. So,
You're being good toads.
I'm feeling better. I know I sound still very congested and stuff. I'm feeling better. In fact, yesterday afternoon I did a full groom on Nixie, the giant schnauzer, and that can take a while because since I home groom, it's not something that, I don't have like the table and the leads and all that. I do it sitting on the floor, and she has pretty thick fur, and so it can take a while. But that's the only way with her that you're going to get rid of like hot spots and stuff, because her fur is so thick. So if it's getting a little longer, she will get hot spots, and the only way is to shave her down and doing a full groom on her. When I say a full groom, I mean I'm not doing a classic schnauzer cut where you leave the skirt. I'm doing a complete shave down except for on her face. I leave her eyebrows, of course, and I leave her mustache and goatee. But the rest of it, because she's so miserable when it's summertime and stuff, right? She's still not coming near me though. Yeah, she's like, nope. So anyway, so I did that, and I think you're feeling better. How's your stomach?
It's dancing right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, this is what's been going on. He had been throwing up quite a bit, feeling weak, extremely tired, some congestion, a lot of other symptoms. I don't need to go into them all with you guys because, so I'm not surprised that we were going to get it at some point in time, even though we don't hardly ever go anywhere. If you're in contact with anybody, you always have a chance. We have what I feel is a mild case, especially for people with our different health issues and age. So I'm not complaining at all. Like I said, I just really feel that every one of us probably is going to get some form of it at some different point in time. So, I know people that have had it multiple times. So, it happens. We'll do what we have to do. We'll stay, quarantined for the 10 days and, ride this out. I did sleep better last night. I slept better than I had in quite a while. I was so tired. When I got done doing that full groom on Nixie, I wanted to have a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Now, you guys know I hardly ever will have a drink, but it had been a long thing. She was kind of fighting me, so I had to kind of get, I had to move her around and make her lay down in different positions and stuff. So my arm was knackered by that time. I was tired. It was 9:30 at night, so I had a Mike's, and I drank it pretty fast because I was thirsty, and whew, when you don't drink, and you drink it fast, it's like, wow, so then I didn't feel like eating dinner, so I just had a protein shake. Brad made me a protein shake, because I knew I had to eat something, but I just, haven't been real hungry, so, we're doing okay.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a comment on...
I don't know, can you?
Yes, I can. What I thought was funny is I was... Usually if I help with, especially with Nixie, that Nixie acts up a lot more. And what I thought was
They
funny,
all do.
yes, and I thought was so funny last night is watching her arrange Nixie the way she needed her to be. It reminded me of when I was a teenager and I worked out on the ranch, and the way we'd have to move the calves around to
You know, I mean, if she absolutely won't behave, I'm going to have to take her by all four legs and basically kind of like you would a calf or a sheep and actually make her lay down and then move her however I need to move her. Because, and if she wants to fight me, you know, I'll use a real strong, stern voice and I will stop what I'm doing and tell her to calm down and to stop. And then sometimes you talk to them in a more soothing voice right after that, they'll calm down. Sometimes it's almost like it is with the humans. This is just my perspective, opinion on this, having worked with a lot of animals. Sometimes it's like a human where you're panicking and you're almost like a human having almost a panic attack in a way, where you have to stop, you have to focus on something and do some deep breathing. These animals are no different. They get kind of panicky. You know, she doesn't want to lay this way, or she's tired of me grooming her and stuff. And, you know, so she wants to start, and once you get them to refocus, concentrate on them being pet. Yes, you're going to lay this way. You need to calm down. And you talk to them in a soothing voice. If they're really acting up, sometimes stop and just pet them. Get them to calm down. Then you can proceed. Because they do get tired of it. Towards the end of a groom, she's over it. I'm over it. You know, Brad's over it. But there was so much hair last night. It was, you know, like I said, she has quite thick hair. And even though I took off probably a couple inches, she's got such thick hair. When I shave her, it'll be with no guard. And it doesn't look like there's no guard at all. She's got that, but she's a lot more comfortable. She has a number of hot spots on her this year, more than I've ever seen before. Like I said, those will heal up once Brad's putting some antibiotic cream on there. That kind of prevents her from licking them. And, you know, just the air and not being trapped in there. So today I have to do the other two dogs, their toenails. I need to trim up Jelly Bean's face a little bit and then do her sanitary. I already gave her a bath this morning. Sometimes when she's just muddy, it's just easier just to give her a bath and then let her groan in there while you scrub her, you know. But,
well,
Go ahead.
Even the way you have to move Nixie around, I gotta throw in is how incredibly gentle you are with her.
I try to be as gentle as I can. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't hit our dogs, you know. We don't spank them, we don't hit them. There's been a few occasions where I've had to give them a light tap on the rear end because maybe they're so hyper-focused on barking at something that, you know, you need them to stop, especially out in public. But Brad always comments, oh, do you think that hurt? Because it's so light that, you know, they barely even notice that I even, you know, but it'll get their attention off of that for a minute. So, yeah, so I got to do the other dogs, but I was tired last night, and my one set of clippers I have rechargeable ones, was dead. I had used all of its juice. So I had to use another set of clippers that are not my favorites, but they still, you know, they'll work. You know, my nail grinders, you know, for the lack of a better term, that need to be charged. This is my nail grinder. It's made for pets. I have the guard off it because with having larger dogs, that their nails don't really fit in the guard. And so it's just that. Sometimes if you have an animal that really does not like having their nails clipped, like these two, Jelly Bean and Charlie, this is a good solution. You'll have to do it more often, but as opposed to having terrified dogs. So that's my big plans for today. But Nixie was mad enough at me last night. I went in to take a shower because, I'm covered in hair now. The front room floor, Brad vacuumed it. Thank you so much for that.
Not a problem.
So I went in to take a shower, and she was mad enough at me. I walked out of the shower into my bedroom, and she had peed on my floor, and she never does that. But she was that mad, so, crazy dog. But that's what I've been doing. I haven't really done any diamond painting, or I've been doing a little loom knitting. I was so darn tired last night. I went to bed. I fell asleep about 1:30 or so.
Probably. We
were back there watching some TV, and I had told Brad, I said, well, when you leave, can you shut off the overhead light, when he leaves my bedroom? And I had to get up, use the restroom, and I shut it off. I'm like, I don't care if you're still back here, but, because I was on my bed, but I'm going to lay down, I might fall asleep. And I don't think it was very long after that, if I was asleep.
Yeah.
I slept in that position for a good bit, so, I think I'm going to start doing that. Have that remote get all ready for bed, and I'm watching just we like to watch, like, the police body cam videos, or police chases, or Adventures with Purpose.
I like that one.
Mysterious Hook, we like that one too. A lot of the exploring and stuff, especially when if they're doing magnet fishing, or if they're just, if they're divers and they're going down and retrieving even like guns and stuff like that. We're nerdy that way.
And one of my favorites, that I've gotten on a kick lately is watching the Karen videos.
Got me watching those too. The Karen and Kevin videos.
Yes.
Holy moly. Some of these people, it's like, what the hairy heck?
Yep.
Crawled up your rear end where you think you can talk and treat people this way. These people throw such a big fit over like a cup of coffee, or that they don't like how their hamburger was done. And they'll use every assault tactic there is and be as nasty as they can be. And it's like, you're like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And with as many years as I've put in working storefront retail, I haven't had any as bad as we've seen. I've had a few that I
had some old ladies that were duking it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
I worked one Black Friday, and I swore I would never work another Black Friday. I was working at Joann Fabrics, and these women came in, and they were going to duke it out over an iron. And these were ladies I knew that came in the store all the time, and normally they're very pleasant, nice ladies. Not that day. Whew. Bad. I was like, and it was just like, holy moly. The day I hated working the most was on a Sunday afternoon, and I cannot tell you why. These people, when they leave church and they decide to come up, it's like, okay, I went to church, I got all my good blessings and prayers, and now I can act like a complete ass for the rest of the week. I'm like, are you serious? They still be in their Sunday best. They're bringing the kids. They might have the husband along too. Of course, by then he's regulated to holding the purse. I'm guilty of that too. It's like, here, can you hold my purse? How many men do you see in shopping places that are holding their wife's purse? It's like, sometimes they all kind of line up together. Yep. I know, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Brad likes it if there's a little strip mall where maybe there's Harbor Freight and a Joann's. We have one of those here. So he can go walk on down to Harbor Freight. But Lord Almighty, these Karen videos, just type in, you just type in Karen.
Yeah.
And it'll be, it's crazy. I saw this one lady was getting mad because there were kids on a playground playing. And she didn't want them to be screaming and having a good time. And it's like, she complained because she lives across the street. And it was bothering her. It's like, well, put on some headphones. Kids are being kids. They're not doing anything wrong. They're just outdoors playing, which we all want to see more of, instead of kids all stuck with their nose in electronics. It's like, when they're outside being active and playing, that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
When we lived out in Bar None, we didn't live too far from the elementary school, and I could hear on some days, if the wind wasn't howling, the kids out on a playground playing. I always loved that sound, but last night I watched Rachel and Justin here on YouTube. They have a really nice channel, and they have 4 little ones now. She just had a baby, and so she was showing the baby and stuff, and I'm like, oh, because I love babies, and I love to get me a hand on a baby. No wonder I worked in infant room at daycare, right? But I just thought that was cool,
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Oh, last night, you'd be proud of me, because there was a thing about there in Virginia. There's like over 500 beagles that are up for adoption. I guess this big medical place was using them for testing.
Oh, jeez.
And, I mean, they're up on a lot of charges and stuff because of the cruelty and stuff they were doing. So now there's all these beagles up for adoption. Now, I love me a beagle. But I was tempted. If we lived in a place that was fenced and stuff, I probably would have said, hey, can we go adopt? But also we're getting older too, and I really feel like the 3 we have is the max we can handle financially and physically. So, but yeah, so if anybody is a beagle lover, and if you are looking for a new pet, these beagles really, really need homes. Most of them have never been outside of the kennels. They've never just experienced normal dog life. So, and that's up in Virginia. So I'm sure if you type that in, you'll probably find articles and stuff. It was on YouTube. So I watched part of it. I couldn't watch any more of it because I was like, oh, I try not to watch that kind of stuff, because then I'm like so sad, and then I want to save, and like I said, if we had our own land and it was fenced off, I probably would adopt a couple. I love beagles. I love their character and stuff. I just, because I could handle that, but, we don't. And to try and let out, 4 or 5 dogs would be, Jelly Bean goes out part of the time. Sometimes she does great out there. Sometimes she'll do both of her businesses and out there. And then there's other days like this morning, she just stayed on the porch. She just didn't, but we take the diaper off and let her go out there and encourage her and stuff. So,
And I love when she comes back in after she went all the way down the stairs and did her business, because she comes in and she is strutting so much.
Because, yesterday when I let her out, she did her business, all of it. And I was telling her, even when she was out there, doing number 2, I was telling her what a good dog she was. And, I really, really praising her. So she comes in and she's just trying to get her more enthusiastic and stuff about, being able to go out there and do that. I would love to get to a point where at least we could have her not have to wear a diaper in the daytime. Now, if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But, I would still want her to wear a diaper at night. But, we just keep trying. I don't want to, she acts like she's more eager to go outside now.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that. Rained a good bit here last night. That was nice. Dogs weren't thrilled about it.
No.
Charlie hid out for a long time. But other than that, do you have anything to say, mister?
No, well, we didn't get everything done last night until, God, it was after 10. Because the dogs acted like, when I finally fed him,
Oh,
It
I
was
know.
right about 10ish.
Because it was 9:30 and he hadn't, because I was grooming, he didn't, you know.
And they were looking at me like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because it was after 10, and that's when I asked you if you wanted anything to eat, and yeah, I did that protein shake for you, but
Yeah, because I just didn't really feel like eating, and I knew I had to. And to me, because Brad uses ice and stuff in the protein shake, so it's like a shake for me, and it's a treat for me. It's like, you know, because maybe I was craving ice cream or a shake or something. I'm being good. You noticed that this summer and stuff, I have not asked to go to Sonic even one time to get the half price shakes. Because I don't need all the sugar and carbs, you know. Even if we were to split one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be worth driving all the way in there to get a small shake.
Yeah.
And we used to be able to get the big ones and stuff, but I don't mess with that now because I don't need that much sugar.
No. Man, my favorite memory of that is when we get home and Max would be so excited.
Our greyhound that we had, he would be trembling because what would happen is the first time is I gave him my shake cup, and it was styrofoam, so he starts tearing up the cup to get to the bottom of it. Oh man, he loved to do that, and we let him make that mess. He was, you know, getting to the end of his life, and he had epilepsy, and that was happening more often, though we hadn't had to put him on medication. And so we knew that, and that was one thing he really, really so enjoyed. But yeah, he'd be ripping his cup apart, you know, throwing the pieces up in the air and stuff, and to get to that bottom. I mean, you knew you did not walk in that house and not give him that empty shake cup. Like, you know, these dogs, because if we do eat out, we'll go to just a fast food place and we'll order, you know, like one of their cheap deals or something. Well, we never finish the fries. Even if we just get a small fry to share, we still don't finish it. So these dogs are used to, we walk in the house and they're looking now and they want the leftover fries. So don't worry, they're not getting a ton of them, but you know.
No.
It amazes me though, because I mean, dogs get used to a certain thing.
Yep.
So
is she laying on the vent?
Yes, Nixie lays right on the vent, basically when it's hotter out because you know the central air is coming through there. She'll lay right on that kitchen vent. Then when you go to call her and you're petting her, that whole side of her is cold, but she loves it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right where she's laying.
Yep.
We had a cat that used to do that. We lived in these apartments, and she would lay, when I would turn on it, they had just a window air conditioner, and I would turn it on, and she'd get on the coffee table that was right in front of it and lay there. She just loved it.
Yeah.
You know, so nothing else really going on. Trying to decide what to do for protein, because I think we're doing pork, because it's like we'll cook up like 6 hamburger patties. That'll last us a couple days. And so now we just kind of cook up some protein and have it, because it's easy to put together if you're having a carb, and then to put some vegetables alongside, you know. So, an easy thing.
Yeah.
You know, very easy. So,
Yeah.
I think we'll keep doing that.
Yeah, and I think we've got 2 packages of pork.
You can cook them both.
I think so.
Yeah, we need to get some meat next month, I think, again. We'll have to see what we're doing. I want to get that turkey out and cook it. We have this turkey that we need to get out and just put it in a big roaster and cook it. And then I'll just debone it all and freeze it in packages. You know, that would be the way to do it.
Yeah, and you know, what's nice is like when we do that, you know, it's so easy. I mean, if I don't really feel like doing anything extravagant, you know, I cook up some pasta and throw a can of cream of mushroom soup and some veggies and the turkey. And
and there you go. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff with it.
Yeah, turkey helper.
Turkey helper. Homemade turkey helper.
Yeah.
Anyway, excuse me. That's what we got going on.
Yep. yeah, I'm gonna get up and start thawing out.
I need you to help me with the dog, so
Okay.
if you can.
Yeah. I'll get out that
Mainly Charlie.
big boy.
Yeah, he used to be so good about it. Now he's naughty. I mean, I just need you to help me some. I got to clip those nails. I can't do just the grinder on those. I need to. His are so big, I need to be able to clip them first, and then I'll smooth them out.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, and with him, there was a time, like when we were in the RV park, where he never wanted to go outside at night.
Yeah.
You know, we'd try to get him outside, he'd look out there
Yeah,
like...
like all of a sudden he was afraid of it.
Yeah, the boogeyman was going to get him. And then when we got here, there was a while there where he did not want to go outside, and the only time I could get him outside at night is if I went and sat out on the back steps with him. And now he wants out multiple times, you know, every 2 or 3 hours.
Did you hear him serenading this morning?
Yes, that's what woke me up. Yeah, because I could tell.
He can't just gently try to wake you up because he has to go to the bathroom. We need to do the whole barking and woo woo woo, and if he's relentless until you get your butt out of bed, you're going to let him out.
Yep.
But at least he does that. He doesn't, you know. But, yeah, every freaking night.
I usually
waits till I'm in bed and almost asleep.
Yeah, and usually every night I make sure, I usually head back around midnight.
Yeah.
And I always make sure and let the 2 big ones out. And, you know, I don't know how many times, you know, 3 or 4 o'clock, he wants out again. And
I'm working hard on listening to my body more when I get tired and stuff. Because sometimes it'll be like, oh no, but I want to do this still. I want to do that, you know, and it's super late at night. And you guys know I have a problem with insomnia, so does Brad. And I know that's a common problem with us people as we're getting older.
no, we're not.
But,
Sorry.
okay. Wow. But, I was just teasing. I'm trying to listen to my body more because I think what's happening is I get really tired and I take my pills and then I'm super tired, but I keep pushing through. And then it's almost to a point where you're overly tired and you can't sleep. And I don't want to have to take any more medication because I can't sleep. I'm trying to back off of how much medication I take, actually. So, like last night and stuff, I didn't even get online and stuff because I was so tired and stuff. And then, like I said, Brad was back and we were watching some TV and stuff. And sometimes we have a tendency, if we're really enjoying it, to watch it, you know, multiple episodes or whatever. And I was like, that's cool. If the room is darker, if I lay down, usually I'm out. So it worked out well.
Yep.
I'm not giving up. I know you guys hear me all the time talking about this insomnia, but I am not giving up. I'll always be a night owl, but I really don't want to stay up till 6 a.m. Because then I need to sleep, and then I feel like I've wasted half the day. You know.
I don't know how often do we joke that now the sun's up, we can go to sleep.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel that way, you know. Now the sun's up, I can sleep. Jellybean's laying there on the rug in front of the door. We have a great big glass door, you know, how they're doing that instead of screen doors these days. And so she really enjoys it when she can lay in there and then warm herself, you know. So that's about all we got going on. We just, you know, thought I would let you guys know that we have joined the club of having had COVID. And I'm not joking about that because I know a lot of people have died from it or spent months and months being sick, you know. But we knew that it doesn't matter how many vaccines you have, how many boosters you have, you're still always at risk. I mean, I don't think there's any way to really avoid it because unless you're going to live your life with a mask and gloves on, even in your own home, because somebody has touched everything that's in your home, from your mail to your groceries. And you may say, well, you go buy your groceries. Yes, but the person that stocks the shelves, the person that brought the things off the truck into the back room. I mean, that goes on and on. I mean, you know. I'm surprised we hadn't had it before now. I still think when we were moving, I had it. It just never even dawned on me to test. We were so focused on, you know.
Yeah, but at that point in time, they didn't have.
No,
home
you had to
test.
go in and get tested somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Did you tell everybody about how they can order the home tests?
well, I did. All you just do is type in home test for free, and it'll bring up the links. And it's a government link. All you do is put in a little bit of information. They'll just send you free of cost. By priority mail, they'll send you your testing kit. So, and it's pretty easy. At first, it may seem a little intimidating, all the different things, but it's pretty easy once you read through it. You know, Brad really liked the brain tickle. That was his favorite part. So, you know. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I need to take care of some dogs. But I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're staying safe and cool. And we will talk to you guys in a few days. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.